All right, let's begin our practice today with breathe. But first, we're going to shake off. All right, so find your chairs, sit a little bit forward in your chairs, and welcome to yoga, all of you. Nice to have you. Good. All right, so let's just start with shaking the body. You can blink your eyes, you can even close your eyes and just shake. Notice what your body wants. Where does your body want to move? Yeah, it is still morning time. And so just shaking, rolling your shoulders, seeing how they feel. Yeah, good. Wiggling your toes. Oh, good. And come to stillness. Good. We're just going to do a quick massage here. So taking your hands onto your skull and moving the skin of your skull around, back, maybe the top. Yeah, you can even take your fingertips and dig in there. But it's not just pressing in, it's trying to move the skin around on your skull. Try to do this every day. Yeah, there's so many energy points in our skull. And what about the back of your skull? How does that feel? Good. And then bring your palms to your temples and do a little circle with your temples. If you have glasses on, you may need to just put them on your lap. Good. And then taking your two little pointer lobster fingers here, bringing them to the inside of your eyebrows and out, pressing in. Yeah. And then taking your thumb pads, and bring them to the very top of the bridge of your nose, and then over just a little bit on that bony part of the top of your eye socket, and then just do some circles here. If you have a tendency, or if you ever feel like you're starting to get a tension headache, this is nice. And then reverse, do circles the opposite direction. Good. And relax. And then taking your hands, your fingertips, and finding your jaw joint, opening your mouth slightly. See if you can find any tenderness there and give it a nice circle massage. Yeah. And reverse. Oh, good. Bringing your ring fingers to underneath right around your tear ducts and just underneath your eye sockets. Just a nice, as if you're putting lotion on, but not the fleshy part. It's the bony part that you're doing. And then right there, grab the top of your ears and stretch your ears up. Good. And then side of your ears, stretch your ears back. Earlobes, stretch your ears down. Take the side of your ear, just grab that cartilage and on the back of your ear and make circles with your ears in one direction, and then circle the whole ear in the other direction. Good. And then relax your arms down. You can maybe sometimes feel tingling or heat that we're bringing up. This is bringing up the prana energy. Good. And now taking your right hand, laying it onto your chest, relax your elbow and slide your right hand to the top of your shoulder and see if you can get that trapezius muscle, just some nice massage. Mine's always sore, especially back, excuse me, and towards the back, that big muscle there. That's from your neck into your shoulder. Good. And then slide your hand back down. And let's slide the other one up. Give that a little massage. Good. And then slide that down. And then just tap, tap, tap your arm. And tap, tap, tap this arm. Good. And tap, tap, tap your legs, side of your legs, inside of your legs. Yeah. Good. And relax. Find a nice tall spine. Good. And let's close our eyes now. Bring your palms up on your lap. And let's just take 4 or 5 big, deep diaphragmatic breaths, meaning as you breathe in, relax your belly so your diaphragm can drop and your lungs can fill. And then as you exhale, draw your belly in to squeeze your diaphragm up to squeeze the air out of your lungs. Yeah. So basically, just to remember, when you inhale, so inhale, let the belly relax. So there's space for that big diaphragm muscle to relax down. And exhale, you can close your eyes. Draw the belly in. Yeah. So just do about 3 or 4 nice and slow, in and out of your nose. Inhaling, relax the belly. Exhaling. So this is not forced. It's not forced. It's just nice and long and slow. Breath is even. Inhaling, fill the lungs, relax the belly, pause at the top. Exhale, draw the belly back to help eliminate all the used air in the lungs. Just enjoying this big breath. And just do one more. And no hurry. And then relax your breath. Relax your shoulders. Good. Feel free to keep your eyes closed if you'd like. And we'll just begin to move the body now. So take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Yes. But don't round your back. Keep your shoulders back. Even slide your hands up a little higher on your thighs. You can keep your palms up or palms down. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale again, drop your chin to your chest. Good. And then inhale, just halfway, roll your head up and over towards the right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, head to the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, now head to the right and up. And exhale, head to the other side, to the left and down, making slow circles with the chin. Let's focus on the chin and let the chin make a circle in front of your throat as you roll your head. Notice how your neck is feeling. If there's any tightness, always just stop there, give it some breath. And next time that the head comes forward, pause, and then slow circles the opposite direction, bringing a smile to your face. The more we practice the smile, the more it becomes part of us. Yeah. And brings joy. And it physically ignites the feel-good hormones in that area of our brain that is the dopamine and the serotonin. Next time the head comes forward, pause, press down into your feet, slowly bring your head back up, and you can flutter your eyes open. Yeah. When we practice the smile, like we practice joy, that uplifts us, right? It makes us just feel better. And the times to really practice is when you're not feeling so great, or maybe, things aren't going, or you're, feeling weird or scared about something. And then it's like, okay, I'm just going to smile. There's nothing I can do about this. So I'm just going to smile. Yeah. And it also gives like a little natural facelift for us when we smile, when we frown, when it takes more muscles to frown. Yes, it takes a lot less energy to smile. Yeah, so much better for us. Good. All right, relax our arms down. Good. Press down into your feet. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. Almost like feel like you want to stand up, pressing into your feet. And then exhale, relax your shoulders down. And then again, press into your feet, lift your shoulders up, and exhale down. And now just give your shoulders some nice, just circling. Good. And then forward circles. Good. And a nice way to open up the heart, the chest, get some expansion in these upper chakras is just as you're sitting and you're forward in your chair a little bit, just reach your arms back, grab onto something behind you. And then just lift your heart. Yeah, it's such a good for all of our forward bending tasks that we do on a daily basis. Yeah, we were just talking about landline phones. Well, at least I used to have, we used to stand as we were talking to somebody with the phone attached to the wall, right? And now we're like this. So opening up that heart. Yes, this is a nice not counterintuitive, but a counter pose for that forward folding. Good. Okay, let's bring our legs out wide. And again, we're scooted forward in our chair. Good. All right. So it's just awareness, just being aware. And when you're in the present moment, you're much more aware of what's going on at the moment, right? And that's how we prevent falling. And because typically, I would say probably 8 or 9 times out of 10, that's just a guess. But when we trip and fall, we were not paying attention to what was going on in the moment, right? We were somewhere else and then it happens, right? So being in that awareness not only keeps us happier, it keeps us safer, right? And it keeps us more productive too. Good. All right, we're going to float our arms out, bring the backs of your hands together, and make a little butterfly. Reach your fingers back. Good. Relax your shoulders. Stretch the top of your hands. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. And then release, relax. Bring your palms together. Now interlace your hands. Bend your elbows. Flip your palms forward. Good. Nice tall spine and just bring your hands slowly to the top of your head. Yeah, good. And then press into your feet as you to start to straighten your arms just to where it's comfortable for you. Good. Relax your low rib cage as you stretch up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press your palms towards the ceiling. Yeah. Just a couple breaths here. Each time you exhale, see if you have some space to just stretch a little more. This should feel nice. And then relax, keeping your arms up there. Relax. We're just going to inhale to one side, just a little bit. Press into your feet to come up. Exhale to the other side. Just little. Yeah, getting a nice stretch, moving the spine and up and back and up. Good. And now slowly relax the hands down. Flip your palms down now. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. And slowly, as slow as you can, land your hands onto the top of your head. And relax the arms, relax the shoulders, and just feel that grounding. Yes. It's all going to be okay. And it's not only going to be okay, we're going to be creating a new, beautiful world in this next year or two. Yes, all the good is going to just start to blossom and manifest. Yes. And then slowly opening your eyes. So that feels good just to hold yourself. Slowly bring your arms down and relax. Good. Roll it out. Good. We're going to take this left leg now and bring it forward. And if you have some space, you can take the right leg out a little bit further to the side. Little bit deeper side bend here. So we're going to bring the right hand across to the left thigh. Relax your left arm down. Find your posture. So that's head, as if the head's just reaching up a little bit towards the ceiling. Turn the left palm out. On an inhale breath, press into your feet to reach that left arm out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And again, as you exhale, see if you can reach your fingertips up a little higher. Another breath in. Exhale, reach. Inhale. As you exhale, hold on to that left thigh and reach up and lean over. So just try to stretch long, not far. Yeah, good. And if you'd like, you can slowly turn your head and look underneath that left shoulder or arm. Yeah. Breathe. Don't stop breathing. If you can't breathe or you're struggling to breathe, that means you're too deep in. Come out a little bit. Yeah. And then slowly bring your gaze back forward. Inhale, press into your feet to come up. Exhale, bend your elbow and just relax that arm slowly down. And now here, we're going to take this left hand and bring it right behind your hip, your left hip, on the seat of your chair. Yeah. And press down into that left palm and get a nice, gentle, tall spine. Just feel that support. The arm back here is just like a brace. It's like a second spine. Yeah. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, press into your right foot as you just gently turn over to the left. So try to feel that rotation coming at the waist, not just the chest, mostly the waist. So you won't go as far. Yeah. And then feel free to turn your gaze to that left shoulder. So you're pressing into your right foot as you're turning gently to the left and never forcing a twist. You know, it's not farther you get, the better. No, 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 no. It's just having that rotation, being comfortable, breathing. And now as you exhale, relax your body, relax everything. Slowly turn your head back forward. Slowly bring that arm from behind you, come back forward. Good. And then we're gonna toe, heel, toe, heel. Yeah, good. And just rub the sides of your rib cage alongside that spine, just to relax the spine. Good. And then we're gonna take the left leg out to the side. Good. Find your nice tall spine. Good. All right, and then taking this left hand across to the right. So you may need to adjust the legs. Maybe you went out too far. Maybe you have room for more. Relax the arm, turn the palm out. And now pressing into your feet, slowly start to lift that arm up. You can bend the elbow as it rises, yes. And then once you get to the top, breath in. And as you exhale, elongate that right arm. Just get some nice stretch along that right side. Another breath in. Exhale it out. See if there's space to get a tiny bit longer. And now breath in and exhale. Hold on to that right thigh and stretch long over to the left. Yeah. And breathe. Feeling that opening of the rib cage, the fascia tissue in your ribs, all the little ligaments, tendons there. Feel free to turn your gaze. If you have space on this side, notice the difference from this side, from the other side. Yeah. I feel a little bit tighter on this side for me. Good. One more breath. And then inhale, press into your feet, slowly bring your body back up. Bring the gaze forward. Exhale, just nice and slowly with a relaxed shoulder. Try to relax the shoulder and as the arm descends down. Good. And once there, now take this right palm and situate it right behind your right hip, pressing down gently into the palm, into your chair. Just feel that support of your back and spine. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, now gently press into that left foot to rotate at your waist over to the right. It's not much, right? It's just a little, but that's where we want the rotation, is at that hips and waist. And then gently turn and look back as far as is comfortable and breathe. And your breath. Find your smile if it left. Yes, you brought yourself to yoga today. Congratulations. And as you exhale, slowly now come out, bring your head forward. Bring your body back forward. Good. And then toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Good. Bringing your feet to about hip distance apart, hands on our thighs. A little bit more for our spine. So let's roll out the shoulders. Yeah, whenever, always in between our asanas, our poses, just want to wiggle a little bit to remind the muscles that they can relax now. Yeah, hands on our thighs. Again, we have space behind us. So take a breath in, lift the heart, look up. Good. And then as you exhale, slide your hands to the front of your knees and just let your head gently drop forward. Just getting a nice little stretch for that back spine. Inhale, slowly start to come up. Bring your hands either all the way to the top of your thighs, reaching your elbows back, or you can bring both palms now behind your hips. Yeah, and then stretch your shoulders back. Lift your heart, lift your chin slightly. Feel that whole expansion of the front of your body. Again, one of these nice counter poses for our daily position. And then exhale, relax, slide your hands down your thighs to the front of your knees again. Let your head just drop. Good. And one more, slide your hands either up to your thighs, reaching your elbows back, or if it's comfortable to slide your palms and gently press into the seat of your chair. Open up that heart, lift the heart. It should feel nice on your shoulders, on everything actually. And exhale, release and relax. Good. And drop the head. Good. Inhale, slowly bring your body straight back up. Good. Nice work. Shake out the hands. Good. And now we're going to come to a stand. So one of the things I was just listening to, I think it was on one of the medical, things I get from my medical practice, is sitting and standing. And to work on sitting and standing as much as possible without using our hands. Yeah. And so that's a challenge. So for many of us, I know it was for me, I have a weakness on one side. Yeah. So we're going to just practice that, doing a couple sit stands. Yeah. Also great for strengthening our body, right? Strengthening so that we prevent falls. And if we do trip and fall, that we don't get as injured. Yeah. All right. So heels back, leaning forward. You want to keep the head above. You don't want to lead with your head. You want to keep the head above the shoulders. Good. And then it's the inhale breath that brings you up. I know that sounds like a lot, and then as you stand, press into your heels. So we're using these big muscles to help us stand up and not, straining the rest of our body. Yeah. All right. So take a breath in. Exhale, we're leaning forward slightly. On an inhale breath, press into your heels and come to a stand. Good. All right. And now you do this however you want to do, but we're going to sit back down. So when we're sitting back down, I think I lost you, but when we're sitting back down, you want to, again, be aware of your thighs. And you want to almost feel like your thighs are pressing out. Yeah. And trying not to plop. So if you need to grab your chair a little bit with your fingertips, that's fine. And then just try to sit as quietly as possible. Yeah. Good. So let's just do that a couple times. Just practice how that feels for you. Move forward. On an inhale breath, press into those feet. Use those thighs. As you exhale, send your hips back. Use those thighs almost like you're drawing them out to the side. Yeah. And let's do one more. Inhale, press into your feet. Exhale, press those thighs out as you sit. I'm plopping a little bit. And let's just stand now. Yeah, good. So practicing sitting and standing. Yes, that's important for us. Good. All right, you can just slide your chair forward here. Oh, and let's just move the body. We've been sitting for a little bit, so just move the body. As always, feel free to remain in your chair if you have an injury and you can't stand, or it's uncomfortable to stand, or you just feel like not standing. Yeah, you can stay in your chair and do whatever you can do in your chair. Yeah, let's move the body. Good. Maybe come into a little bit of a jog. Maybe jogging forward and back. Starting to get the blood flow through the whole body. Yes. Forward and back. Good. Back. One more. 15 seconds. Good. And relax. Good. All right. Bringing our legs out. Let's just let our breath come to relaxing. Good. And then we're going to bring our legs out just a little bit wider apart. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to take our fingertips and we start to tap our sternum. Yes. So this is waking up our immune system. Our thymus gland lies right behind our sternum. And then as you're tapping up and down, you can sway side to side. That's a little bit of coordination. You know, it's like rubbing your tummy and but not quite as hard, and tapping your head. Yeah. Good. And now as you come side to side, maybe lift the opposite toes as you continue to tap. Lift your toes as you sway the opposite side. Yeah. That's lifting your toes up a little bit. Again, all these tiny little things that just keep us right in the present moment. Because we're having to think, okay, wait, how do we do this? What are we doing? Good. And coming back to center, releasing your hands down. Come back to your mountain feet, mountain pose. Yeah. And now we're going to take our knuckles and we're just going to tap the sides of our ribs up top. Whatever's comfortable, however you can do. Not hard. We're just tapping a little bit. Again, you might be feeling some tingling. All this just wakes up that prana energy in our body. We're born with prana energy. It drops and it rises all day long, every day. Yeah. Good. And relax. Good. All right. A little bit more stretch for our arm here. So we're going to start with taking a breath in. Exhale it out. And let your right ear drop to your right shoulder. So make sure that you don't have your chin lifted, so your head's back. You want it straight over to your right shoulder. Float your left arm out. And then with your hand, make little figure eights. Yeah, with that left hand. Good. And then start to raise the hand up a little higher, the arm up a little higher. And then relax, bring your palm up. And on an inhale breath, slowly raise your arm out and up. Good. Just come as wherever it's comfortable for you. Good. And then if it's comfortable for you, you can turn your head towards, again, looking underneath that arm. And if it's available to you, lift your gaze up towards that left hand. And breathe. Pressing down into your toes, the outside of the toe, the feet. The pinky toe side of your feet. Feel that grounding into the earth. This is uncomfortable for your neck. Just find a spot where your neck is not straining. So you can bring the head back down. And then exhale. Now relax your head first straight down. And then slowly bring it forward. And then slowly bring the body up and release. Just as a nice long stretch. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Okay, take a breath in, exhale, other ear, left ear to left shoulder. Make sure the chin's not lifted, it's straight forward. Yeah, ideally. And then a little figure eight here. Yeah. And then a little bit higher. And then pause, turn the palm up. Good. On an inhale breath, slowly raise that arm up now. All the way. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, stretch up. And now with the head, again, you can keep it where it is. You can turn and look underneath that, towards that right underneath arm. And you can lift the gaze and look up if that's available. And breathe. Each time you exhale, stretch a little bit more. Press down into the outside pinky toe side of your feet. And breathe. Just getting some nice lengthening. We're going to be an inch taller after class today. As you exhale, relax the head down, bring it forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, just with a bent elbow, release that arm down. Good. Ooh, yeah. And roll it out. Good. Let's shake out the feet. Yeah. We're going to do a little stretch for our feet too. So you may need your chair in front of you or on the side for a little balance, but this is a balance challenge, a slight balance challenge. Yeah, so we're going to start with bringing your heel up and just massaging the ball of your foot side to side. Good. Spread your toes in your shoe if you can. And pause. And now taking the toe back and stretching the top of your foot. Yeah. And you can even rock the heel a little bit side to side there. Good. Bringing the toe back, the ball of the foot back, lifting your knee and doing some circles. This is where you might need to hold on or even a finger. Yeah. And do circles the opposite direction. Good. And now just the lower leg, forward and back. And now the whole leg from your hip joint, forward and back. Just getting that hip joint moving. You can use your arms for leverage or hold on for leverage. Yeah, just a little bit and release. Let's do the other side. Now, ball of the foot, rock it back and forth. Taking care of our toes, our feet. They hold us up every day. And then back, maybe try to get a little stretch. It's hard with when we have shoes on, it's a little bit harder. Yeah, but just trying to stretch the top of that foot. And then back to center and lift and rotate. Good. And other way. And lower leg. So when you let go of what you're holding on to, this is a balance challenge. Yeah. And then whole leg. Try not to move your upper body. You're just rocking right from that hip joint back and forth. Good. And release. Nice work. Shake it out. Good. All right. And come to our mountain pose. Good. All right, on an inhale breath, reach your arms out and up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, now stretch both arms up. Maybe even look up between your hands. Maybe even softening your knees and leaning back slightly. Yeah, just take it slow to where it feels good. Inhale, come back up with the head. Yes, take a breath in. As you exhale, turn your palms out. Start to soften your knees. Send your hips back and bring your hands onto your thighs. Good. Looking down at the floor. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just let the head drop to where it's comfortable. Coming into a little forward fold. Yeah. Another breath in. As you exhale, maybe you slide your hands a little further down your legs, only if that feels okay on your back. Good. Now we're all on an inhale breath. We're going to bring our hands back to our thighs above our knees, and we're going to stretch the top of our head forward and reach our hips back. This is a halfway lift. We're in an L shape. And exhale, just relax the body forward. You can let your arms hang. Yeah, or on your legs, a little further down. And again, inhale, slide your hands up above your knees. Press into your hands slightly. We're going to reach the head forward, the top of the head forward, reach your hips back. Nice stretch for the spine. Good. And then exhale, relax the head down, let the arms hang. Good. Now we're going to come all the way up. So bringing your hands onto your legs. Start to keep your head down. Start to walk your hands up your thighs, one at a time, slowly. Once the chest comes up and the shoulders, and lift the head. Relax the arms down. Good. Just stretch your arms back. Interlace your hands behind your hips. And lift the heart, lift the gaze just slightly, the chin up slightly. And breathe. Yeah. Good. Each exhale breath. See if you can reach the hands down to the floor a little bit more. Again, we're opening up that heart space. Good. And as you exhale, relax, release your hands out from behind you. Good. And shake it out. All right. We're going to get a little bit of stretch in this hip flexor. This is a really hard muscle to keep stretched and it gets very short and it gets very lazy because we sit a lot. Yeah. So we're just going to do a tiny little hip tuck in a lunge, right? So again, if you need your chair, it's right there. We're going to start with the right foot back, just the ball of the foot. And then you can even check and make sure that your heel's not caved in, that it's straight back. Good. And then you're just going to soften this front knee. Not far. You want that knee right above the heel. Yeah. So you can widen your stance if you're feeling a little precarious. You can have your chair there to hold on to. Yeah. Good. Now, if it's available to you, bring your hands onto your waist. Good. All right. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, just relax the hips down a little bit. Maybe bend this back knee a little bit, just a little bit towards the floor. And then I want you to bring your awareness to your tailbone. I want you to tuck your tailbone forward. So we're really just rotating the hips forward, feeling a stretch in this front right hip flexor. Yeah, good. And then remain there and breathe. Yeah. So if you're not feeling any stretch, again, try to scoot your hips forward. Yeah. And breathe. For 2, for 1. Good. And then slowly start to straighten this front knee. Good. And then on an inhale breath, bring that foot back forward. Yeah, that's just a really nice stretch to keep this healthy, because when when your hip flexors are weak, then your legs are kind of weak. Yeah. So you want to keep that long. All right, step back, other side. So again, find your stance. Find that heel straight back. Good. Soften this front knee like you're going to drop your hips straight down. Good. Hands on the hips can help with that tuck. Yeah, so take a breath in. As you exhale, press your thumbs into your hips, trying to almost move them forward. Yeah, so the upper body staying nice and straight. We're not leaning forward. Yeah, until you feel this hip flexor start to get a nice stretch. Yes, and breathe. Good. If you're not feeling a stretch, tuck the hips a little further forward. We're almost going down and forward. Yeah, for 2, and for 1. And slowly straighten that front knee. Good. On an inhale breath, bring that back. Shake it out. Good. All right, so we're going to do this little grapevine. So we're going to make sure that you have space on either side of you to take some steps. But this is a really nice dance that really helps with coordination, agility, and confidence. It helps us to build confidence in our walk. Because one of the almost number one reason that people fall is simply the fear of falling. So we're overcompensating, we're stiff, because we're afraid, especially if you've fallen before, right? You just don't want to do that again. So all of this work that we do here gives us that confidence to say, okay, I feel stronger now. I can do this. Yeah. So we're simply going to start with feet hip distance apart. We're going to step out to the right. And we're going to take our left foot behind us and then step out and bring them together. I hope I don't lose you in this. And then we're going to do the other side. Step out, send that hip back, come onto your heel back there, come out and forward. I'm going to start here. Okay, step out, you can do little steps and out and forward. So it's like this grapevine, right? Step out, back, out, together. Out, back, out, together. Okay, so now if that felt okay to you, we're just going to do it a little faster, right? So nice tall posture, staring straight ahead. Yeah, take it out, back, out, forward, out, back, out, forward. Make sure that back heel goes all the way down. Out, back, out, out, back, out, and forward. Again, it seems like a simple thing, but the brain is like having to deal with put behind what's going on, what's this pattern. So it's good practice. Now, if you want to just take this again, we'll do one more round. But if you want to just soften your gaze, almost like you're looking through your eyelashes. Yeah. So sort of taking the vision, because we really depend on our vision. That's one of the main things we depend on for our balance, right? When we take that a little bit out of the picture, creates a more challenging balance. Yeah. All right. So softening the gaze, out, back, out, out, back, out, together, out, back, out, together, out, back, out, together. Yes. All right. Now you're all ready to go line dancing, everybody. I think they have places in Colorado that does that. Yeah. Okay. Nice work. Kind of fun, right? Yeah. Okay. So having your chair handy again, we're going to do balancing with our tree moves. So this is what really creates strength in our body and also that balance, right? All right. So have something that if you want to hold on to, you can to begin with, and then challenge yourself if you want to let go. So find that mountain pose. Actually, let's bring our feet out just a little wider. Let's soften our knees. Let's just do a couple hip circles. Just getting the hips nice and loose. Good. And in opposite direction. Good. And come back to center. Good. All right. So find your feet in hip distance apart. We'll start on this side. Yes. And we're going to shift your weight into the inside leg. We're going to squeeze our glutes. Our glutes are what's going to hold us up and keep us nice and tall and balanced, right? They're really big muscles. And, you know, again, our sitting as a society, we just sit. And these guys they got lazy. They're like, I guess you don't need me. You got the chair. So we have to keep them nice and squeezing and working. Yeah. So weight to the inside leg. Bend the knee here. Good. All right. So nice posture. That's also going to help. If we try to balance on one leg like we are now and our heads forward, it just makes it a very difficult situation, right? A very precarious situation. We want that head right above the hips. Good. Nice lifted heart. You can start with holding on if you want. Finding your tree leg so you can stay right here. If it's available, to turn the leg out and bring the bottom of the foot to the inside ankle. That or the shin, if you're feeling really strong. We're really squeezing that glutes. Yes, good. I'm going to be here. Actually, I'm going to be here. I have a little bit of an injury I'm still dealing with. Yes, good. And find your nice tall posture. And now find a drishti gaze, a spot to stare at. Yeah. And now, if it's available to you, bring your hands into prayer position. Yeah. So a little bit of wobble is good. That is telling yourself that you're challenging yourself, and it's engaging all these tiny little deep core muscles to keep you up. Right. Yeah. Good. All right. Float your elbows out to either side and gently press into your palms. And notice how that might feel like it's giving you stability, because we're also using our upper body. Yeah, squeezing our glute muscles. Good. Relax the hands, keep them where they are. Maybe separate them. And on an inhale breath, see if you can reach them up. Start from this waist and reach up. Yes. Good. Lift the palms up. That also might feel like this is stability. Just stare at that spot. Again, wobble is good. And now if you're feeling really like, okay, this is pretty easy, to challenge yourself more, you can lift your gaze slightly. Yeah. That's feeling like, okay, no big deal. Maybe you soften your gaze and again, look through your eyelashes. Yeah, that taking that vision out. Even simply closing your eyes too, that really takes the body into a challenge. And breathe. Yes. 3. Try to relax the breath, but breathe deep in this challenge. And again, tell your mind, I've got this. I'm so strong, stable, grounded. Good. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes. Good. Bring your gaze back forward. Bring your palms together above your head. Float your hands down to your heart. Good. Release your arms down and then release your legs. Good. Nice job, everybody. Okay, let's do that same thing on the other side. These balance poses are so good for us. So good for us in so many ways. They strengthen, they bring balance, they bring flexibility, all of that. Yeah, good. All right, so feet hip distance apart. And now weight in this inside leg. Squeeze that glute muscle, squeeze both glute muscles, and then bend the knee and side on this side. Typically, you want to do the same thing on the other side. Yeah. So again, you can take the knee out, bring the bottom of the foot toe on the floor, toe on the shin. Maybe some of us toe inside the thigh. Not for me today, or has been not for me for a while. Yes. So nice tall spine. That helps to ground you. Yes. And now, if it's available to you, float hands into prayer position. Sometimes floating the palms out and floating the elbows out and pressing the palms. Find your drishti gaze. Find that balance. Make sure you're breathing. Good. If you want to take it further, you can soften the hands and reach them up towards the sky. Feel them lift up from your waist all the way up to your fingertips. Yeah, even tuck the belly back and up. Good. And again, if this is feeling like enough, you stay here. Yeah. If you want to challenge, lift the gaze. Maybe soften the gaze. Maybe close the eyes. You decide. If you topple out a little bit, then that's fine. That means you're challenging yourself. And then you just come right back in and breathe for 2, for 1. Open the eyes. Bring the head forward. Find your drishti gaze. Bring your palms together. Float your hands down to your heart. Release your arms down. And bring your knee forward and release the leg. Good. All right, strengthening our bones, but that weight bearing. Good. All right. Might feel nice to, again, come to the side of your chair. You can hold on and just rock your feet from the ball of your foot to the heels. Yeah, forward and back, massaging your feet. This also helps us to pump the fluids from our calves up. Yeah, defying gravity there. Good. And come back to center. Shake it out. All right, let's make our way back to our chairs. I won't make you sit and stand. I don't make you do anything. But we don't need to do that unless you want to do that. All right, so position yourself where your hips are going to land, right on your chair. Good. Nice feet hip distance apart. Take a breath in. Exhale, send your hips back. Again, try to bring your awareness to your thighs. Yeah. Send your hips back a little more, almost as you can bring your hands even, if you're not going to use your hands, to the outside of your thighs, and press your thighs into your hands to engage them, to help you to come to your seat. Yeah. Good. All right. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. Good. All right. Just a little bit of we're going to do eagle pose, a little squeeze for ourselves, and then relaxation. So if it's available to you, taking this right leg, lifting it up and crossing it over. And again, if that does not feel good on your body and you can't have a nice, tall, lifted heart, just cross at your ankles. So you choose here. Good. Relax your arms down. Roll out the shoulders. Good. And then let's just lift our arms forward. We're going to bring our right arm above the left and make a big X as high up on your arms as you can. Bring your hands to your shoulders. And scoot your fingers all the way back. Yeah, to the almost middle of your back. Inhale, lift your elbows. Lift your chin, look up. And then as you exhale, relax your elbows onto your chest. Squeeze your arms, get as tight as you can. Feel that squeezing from your lymph nodes underneath your armpits. Good. Take a breath in, relax. And now exhale, just relax your head down. Let your arms rest on your chest. And again, we're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze your legs together, squeeze your arms together, lift your muscles up off your chair, that pelvic floor, lift them up, squeeze your nose, your toes, squeeze everything. Like you're wringing out all of the stale fluid that's just hanging out in your body. You're gonna squeeze it out, squeeze it out. Keep breathing as you're squeezing. One more big squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you exhale, relax. Ah, good. Press into your left foot to slowly bring your body, your head back up. Start to lift your elbows up. As they come up, slowly come up a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Ooh, until your arms fan out. Relax your shoulders, bend your elbows. Just let your arms float down. Good. And uncross. Good. And just give yourself a nice massage. Let all that fluid start to move through the body. So lots of water today. I'm telling you, every time I realize that I haven't had a ton of water, drink a lot of water, my body starts to like have different aches and pains. I'm like, what's with that? And then I'm like, oh, right, I only had like 2 glasses of water today. So then when I double or triple that, I just feel better. Yes. Getting the fluid moving in the body. All right. Yeah. Releasing fluid, adding fluid, releasing breath, adding breath. That's what the body needs on a daily basis. Let's cross on the other side. Good. Nice tall spine. Good. And now arms float forward. This time, left arm higher. Cross up as high as you can. Bend the elbows. Bring them to your shoulders. Scoot your fingers back. Try to give yourself the biggest hug there. Yeah. Take a breath in. Lift the elbows up. As you exhale, relax the elbows onto your chest. Relax the head down. Close the eyes. And squeeze. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your legs together, squeeze your toes, lift your pelvic floor muscles as high up off the seat of your chair as you can. You feel that all the way up into your belly. Yeah, squeeze your face. Yeah. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep breathing through the nose as you're squeezing. Just imagining you're squeezing out any last bits of that the stale fluid in your body. Yes, we're restricting blood flow here. And now as you exhale, relax. Press into your right foot as you slowly start to lift the head and then the elbows and then the arms. Just nice and relaxed, graceful. Yes. And relax. Let's now just bring our hands to our shoulders here. Relax the arms, elbows down. Let's uncross our legs. Find a nice tall spine. Good. And now bring the elbows forward and up and back and down and forward and up and back and down. And relax. Now take your hands behind your neck. Let's give ourselves one more nice little massage. You can close the eyes. Massage the back of the neck, the top of the shoulders, as far behind you as is comfortable. Just let that whole area relax. And when you're done with that, release the hands onto your lap. Go ahead and scoot your hips back into your chair and let us begin our final just little relaxation here. Feel free to lay on the floor if you'd like, bringing your palms up on your thighs. Back's feeling supported here. Good. And then just at your own pace, gonna take a couple belly breaths like we started. Yeah. So just nice and a little more relaxed though. So inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly draws back. Yes, nice and easy. Reoxygenating your body, your system. Yeah. Good. And then on your next exhale breath, just relax. Little smile on your face. Good. Take a breath in and let it go. Ah, with a sigh. Feel your shoulders relax. And your arms, your hands, fingers, back of your neck, whole back, your hips, your thighs, hamstrings, lower legs, and feet, and toes. Whole bodies relaxing now. Smile. Enjoy as the body lets go of all of its efforts. Noticing your thoughts, if any, and just let them be. Thoughts come and go all day long, but we need not give them full attention. Resting the body, resting the mind. Relax. Notice how you feel in this moment. Feel free to remain here as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back, take a breath in and breathe out. Begin to sway the body and wiggle the fingers and toes as gently, sweetly, bringing yourself back into the space, into this time. And then finding stillness, floating your hands into Anjali Mudra prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart. Good. Now take a nice big breath in as you feel your heart rise and your belly rise. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips, relax your shoulders. And we'll close practice today with this. Wisdom and mastery come from challenge, not ease. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter your eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself in such a beautiful way on this beautiful day. Have an amazing, joyful rest of your day. Namaste.